Well, this may have been my favorite episode of Millionaire yet. I feel like this was the first week we really got to see Kurt and Steven actually get a chance to get to know some of the women on this show because, a lot of our previous dates and episodes, there just hasn't been enough time for them to actually like sit down and have conversations with people. So this week was a very welcome change. Now, as we all saw, that got partially derailed tonight, but anyways, so this episode, the whole group, everybody together, went for a night of camping. And I love this idea for this kind of show. It was them spending, the whole group spending an entire night together. There's no limitations, it's not one game of bowling, it's not sitting at a theater, it's everybody together, a chance for people to actually get to have conversations. And we're also at a point now where I don't know, there was about a dozen 13 somewhere like that women left, and the time, it just feels like it was a lot better utilized this week until the Carolyn show kind of took everything over. So, we might as well talk about that because that is really the shadow that is just clouding, especially Kurt's entire experience on this show. He immediately had a physical attraction with Carolyn. Carolyn had that same attraction with Kurt, and she's just become extremely possessive of him. Like we saw, like Amanda and Kurt, they actually seem to have formed like an actual connection, but it's not being allowed to blossom because Carolyn is just become so possessive of Kurt. And like you could see tonight how she got so offended about Amanda sitting on Kurt's lap and saying like how disrespectful it was. And it's like, lady, do you even know what the point of the show is that you're on? That's the whole thing. There are going to be multiple people dating one person. And that's like the thing that fuels all this drama. But I wasn't ready for her level of possessiveness, which is just very baffling to me. And from what I've seen, should be a major turnoff. Like, I'm surprised Kurt is even entertaining all of this. Like, she's walking around like it's a done deal with the two of them, and we haven't even really seen them have a good conversation actually getting to know each other. I don't know if this connection goes beyond the physical. And I just am not a fan of Carolyn at all, and kind of wish that she would just not be around so that Kurt could actually explore things with other people. It looks like that could happen next week, and I'm very excited to see that. Now, a slight parallel to this was a situation with Steven this week, and he goes and tries to sit down with Brianna for a conversation, and she was not really going all in. And one of the reasons was that she feels like Steven's already decided on Annie, and he's got this connection with Annie. And like, coming from someone who's watched a lot of The Bachelor, that's like never a concern. Like, you're always focused on your connection, what you're building with the lead. And that has just not been the case on Joe Millionaire. It's such a different vibe. Some good, some bad. Like, I really wish that these women would be more open to going for the guy they wanted and exploring that, even if it ended in failure and even if you step on a couple toes along the way, because I think that's what this show should be. And I think we're kind of getting robbed of seeing like even the women who I end up not going far, like seeing who they are, seeing what they're all about. That's one of the great things about the Bachelor and Bachelorette is we every season have contestants who don't make it to the end, but we got to know them along the way and we fell in love with those people even if the lead didn't, and we want to see more of those people, and we're not getting that same thing on Joe Millionaire. Like you think about who is in the forefront right now, like it's Carolyn and Amanda on the Kurt drama, and beyond that, like we're not really seeing great connections. Like tonight, there was maybe a little bit that started developing there between Steven and Whitney. We're being told that there's something there between Annie and Steven, but we're not totally seeing that just yet. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap things up. Oh yeah, the people got kicked off. I almost totally skipped that. Let's not wrap up just yet. So 3 people ended up getting kicked off. 2 I wasn't surprised by. 1 I was. The first was Katie. You know, she was kind of Carolyn's henchman. And while Carolyn was goofing around this episode, ends up being Katie, who's the one who suffers for it and gets sent home. The next was Suzette. You know, she seemed cool, but ultimately just didn't form a connection with either of the guys. So really was not surprised to see her go home. And the last one, the one I was surprised one, was Andrea. And I thought she had a really good conversation with Kurt this week, but I think Kurt is just so blinded by all the Carolyn drama that he might not even recognize when you know, he is having good moments with somebody. So those 3 end up going home. Andrea, she had the golden coin, which at any point in time gives the person an hour with whoever they want. She got to give it to somebody else, gave it to Jenny, who had the really good one-on-one with Steven last week. So, and it looks like Jenny's going to use that this coming week. So that should be interesting and something to look forward to. All right, now we're going to wrap everything up. So as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, we will see you later.